Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel, Our Bean Bunch. I'm Kelly, and today we're going to be doing something that is super exciting, and that is new Mom Tag 2019 edition. I was super excited about this because I was actually tagged to do this tag, and I felt like that was a pretty big deal. So I was actually tagged by the YouTube channel Kelsey and Hadley. I'll put their name up here on the screen. You should totally check them out. She's an awesome, wholesome, just a loving mom. She is very entertaining. I stumbled across her on YouTube and started watching and became a fan myself. You should definitely check her out. She is so sweet. Oh my goodness, is her baby adorable. Her baby is a little bit older than Amelia, I believe. I think like a month older than Amelia. Yes, yeah. Yeah, a little over a month older than Amelia. And oh my goodness, is she so cute. Just definitely check them out. Obviously, I will leave their channel down in the description. Let's get on to this tag. Okay, so I have the questions on my phone. I just went ahead and screenshotted the questions that she had in her description because she left them down there. Okay, so number one is favorite mom hack. Favorite mom hack. So I've been thinking hard about this one, and I'm not really sure that I have any hacks per se. And this isn't a hack, but one thing I will say that I always like to keep in mind is that there is no dumb questions, and always being able to ask other moms their opinion on specific things, while of course always knowing that your opinion when it comes to your child is number one, but always being able and not afraid to be like, hey, do you think I'm doing this wrong? What do you think I can do to help this? Just always having other moms is mom hack, I guess. It's not really a hack, but that's all I can come up with. I mean, I'm sure later on while I'm editing this I'll be like, oh yeah, that one mom hack I have, but right now I can't think of any. So question number 2 is most embarrassing mom moment. Well, first, I really don't get embarrassed very easily. I had a lot of embarrassing pregnant moments, embarrassing mom moments. Amelia just doesn't embarrass me yet. I'm sure there will come a day when she's older and I'm sure she'll embarrass me, so I don't want to jinx myself. But I don't really think that I've had any embarrassing mom moments yet. She doesn't really throw tantrums, in public at least. I mean, she's had a few tantrums at home, which normally are just that she doesn't want to get her diaper changed, or doesn't want to get dressed. But so far I don't think I've had any embarrassing mom moments. So question number 3 is, what part of the day do you love the most? And I would say morning, because Amelia is a morning baby. She is always happy in the morning, and that's just the best time. She's, in general, a happy baby all of the time, but I would say probably in the morning is when she's the happiest, and when she's the happiest, I'm the happiest. But I also do love nap time when I'm not busy. I love nap time when I'm not busy because then I get to nap with her. And I love that because who doesn't want to get an extra hour of sleep a day, right? Question number 4, what part of the day do you like the least? I think it really all depends on the day. As a mom, I have certain days where I'm just stressed. I think as a human, I have days where I'm just stressed, and I would say that there's specific days that I don't like, but I don't know if there's a specific time every single day that I don't like. My baby sleeps from 9 at night to 9 in the morning, and she doesn't really wake up in the middle of the night. Sometimes she'll wake up to nurse, but it's not even being fully awake. It's just Mom, feed me kind of thing, and she goes back to sleep. So, I mean, nights are great. She wakes up in the morning happy, so morning's pretty great. She takes 3 naps a day, so I can't really think of a specific time of the day. When she was much younger, when she was a little baby, she became very cranky after 6, and she still would not go to sleep till 9. So when she was a newborn and a very small infant, pretty much before the ages of 7 months, I did not enjoy the time between 6 to 9. I was just sad during that time. But at this age, now that she is 10 months going on 11 months, there is no specific time of the day because it's all different. Number 5, worst thing someone said to you when you were pregnant. So the only thing that really comes to mind right now, I mean, I had a lot of things said to me while I was pregnant, especially considering it was, I was 19 when I got pregnant. So people felt it was taboo even though I was engaged and we were happy to be having our baby. There was a lot of people who had negative things that, I thought I have 2. Because I have 2 that come to my mind. I have a lot. Actually, they're coming to me more and more when I try to suppress some of the things that people have said to me when I was pregnant because there was just negative people in my life. Some are too close to home for me to state in a video, to be honest. There were some people that were just negative. Not in my family. My family is all very supportive, but just people in my life. But I will say 2 things. One, it was actually people who were kind of supportive, but I remember there being some people who, when they found out I was pregnant, the way that they were kind of saying congratulations was more of them saying that they were sorry. And I remember that really hurting me because I was so happy and excited about being pregnant. I was so happy and excited that God had gifted me with a beautiful baby that I was blessed to be growing. So I was so excited. And when someone would be like, "Oh, you're pregnant? It will get better." Or, "Oh, you're pregnant? I'm sorry." Or, "Oh, I'm pregnant. What are you going to do about that?" It was so emotionally painful because you had people in your life who, they meant well when they said these things. But if I'm being honest, it hurt. And then there was this one woman who, when I invited her to my baby shower, because we went to church together, I invited her to my baby shower, and she told me that she could not come to my baby shower because of my situation. And what she meant by that was the fact that I wasn't married yet. We were engaged, we were going to get married in April. I got pregnant in January, and we decided that I didn't want to be big and fat at my wedding. I didn't. We wanted to wait until after the baby's born, and so that's what we did. And she told me that she could not come to my baby shower because of my situation, because in her eyes I was doing something sinful by being pregnant, even though I wasn't married yet. And that really hurt me. I remember getting in the car and just bawling out crying, not because what she said to me necessarily meant something to me. What she said, that was her own problem. I have my own relationship with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that she has nothing to do with. Her negativity, I know that God loves me and loves my daughter, and I just have my own opinions and views on that, and she wasn't the only person to try to use God against me when it came to my daughter. I had other people in my life who decided that they were going to use that against me, and the worst part about that is that how can you claim to be a Christian when you yourself are using the Bible and Christianity against me? Anyway, off of that whole thing, that was the worst things that were ever said to me. Was one, that they couldn't come to my baby shower because of my situation, and then people who were trying to be kind, basically apologizing for the fact that I was pregnant. And I mean, there was worse things said to me, but those just, I don't need that kind of negativity on my channel. So, number 6, baby names that we didn't agree on. Number 6, baby names we didn't agree on. So if Amelia's name was going to be Hazel. So me and my husband had already agreed on the name Hazel, but somebody else in our life did not agree on the name Hazel. And for some reason, we decided to let that affect us, and therefore her name was Amelia. She's Amelia Grace, and we know that the next time around we will not be allowing outside opinions affect what we name our children. So potentially I'll have a baby named Hazel one day. I love the name Amelia, but I also love the name Hazel, and I'm fine with her name being Amelia now, because after a few months of me still being pregnant and calling her Amelia, eventually it just really became her name, and I kind of ended up liking it more because it was a name that I decided while I was pregnant, and I felt like it really fit her, instead of it being a name that I had decided beforehand. And yeah, I just think I'm going to end up fitting her better. But Hazel was the name that we were going to name her, but we decided against just because of outside opinion. But one day that name might be used. And then other than that, if she would have been a boy, her name actually would have been Asher Gray. A boy name that I liked the name Evan. And Christian did not like the name Evan whatsoever, but her name would have been Asher Gray. Question number 7, do you co-sleep? And I know this is a very controversial subject, and before having a daughter myself, I had very strong opinions that I had no business having strong opinions on in this subject. I just didn't have the rights to have those opinions because I myself did not have a child and didn't comprehend what it was like to have a child at all. I didn't comprehend that. And I did not co-sleep with her for the first few months because I do believe that co-sleeping, at least in my situation, I felt that it would have been dangerous co-sleeping with a brand new newborn. She slept in her own bed. But as she got older, she did end up co-sleeping with us, and she does still co-sleep with us. And I think that is really dependent on who you are, how you sleep, if you're a deep sleeper, if you really are aware of your surroundings while you're sleeping. All of those things come into play. But one thing I didn't realize before having a child was how much your motherly instincts kick in when you have a kid. And they kicked in so much. So, like, I was a deep sleeper before having my daughter. But right after having her, like, a penny could drop in the other room and I'd be like, you okay, Amelia? Like, that's just, I don't know, it just changed. So yes, we do co-sleep. That will not be a forever thing. Eventually I will be sleep training her, and eventually she'll be moving back into her own bed. Because in the future, when I do have my next child, and me and my husband do want a big family and do plan on having another child within the next few years, sometime after she's 2. And I don't want to be co-sleeping with my next baby with her in the bed. So in the future, it would only be the next baby sleeping in the bed, because by then she should be in her own bed, and by then she'll probably have like a big girl toddler bed. Question number 8. Something I bought that I do not use. A baby carrier, like a baby wearer thing. I don't know what you'd call them. I think they're very useful. I think a lot of people get a lot of use out of them. I just never used it. I don't know why. I still have them because I have plans on using them with my next child and my future children. I just didn't end up happening. I don't know why. I just carried her and snuggled her all the time. I just never put her in something. I mean, I used it once. Like once, but that was it. 3 hospital bag must-haves. My number 1, I can't think of what they're called right now, but they're called, like tucks or something like that. So yes, they're called tucks. Okay, so they are these like little tux pads. They are in the shape of like a little circle, and they come in like a container, like a little container like this, and they're wet, cool pads, and basically you put them in your underwear, and they are kind of like, they just relieve the pain, and they're nice and cool. So if you do have a vaginal birth, those are awesome. Like, amazing. They are a lifesaver. And then of course like the little spray bottle thingy that the hospital gives you, but I never needed another one of those. I just used the ones that the hospital gave me. But okay, when it came to tux pads, they sent me home with a container of them, and by like a few days later, I had gone through those and needed to go to the store and get more. So I wish that I had, and I guess it wouldn't be for your hospital bag, but for like postpartum care at home, I wish I had multiple containers at home so I never had to leave the house and go get more. But those were a must-have. Necessity number 2 would be your own robe, something that covers your butt and is long enough to that is just comfortable. And then a nursing bra, because at least at my hospital, you had to be braless during labor unless it was a nursing bra. I'm not really sure why, but that was just the rules. I'm assuming it's because after the baby's born, they want to do skin to skin immediately, if you choose to do that. Number 10, are you a routine mom or a go with the flow mom, and what does bedtime look like? I would say I'm a mixture of the two. I would say I'm a go with the flow mom. My daughter is a routine baby. Although I was never too much of a routine person myself. My daughter loves routine. She was born a routine baby. She always falls asleep at the same time, takes her nap at the same time, they eat at the same time. That's her. So I would just say that I became more of a routine mom to meet the needs of my daughter, because she's a routine baby. And what does our bedtimes look like? It's always a little bit different, but I will be making a night in the life video soon. Actually, a video I think that would have came out the Wednesday before this. It was a small clip bit of what we do at night that was in that one, and I will link my past video in the description, where you can kind of see a bit of our night routine, but I will be making a full night in the life, like, night routine video coming soon. Number 11, what type of labor did you have? I had a crazy, traumatic laboring. My birth was super fast. So basically I was in labor and in the hospital for 3 days before I gave birth to my daughter. But when I gave birth, it was super fast. And once again, there will be a whole video coming up soon on that, because that is just, I could tell you about it for like 4 hours. Like, I could sit here and just tell you, because it was just crazy. But she did come out in like 3 pushes, super fast. Giving birth wasn't difficult. Labor was difficult. Labor was awful. Giving birth, like, I could do that. Like, they're like, that's all you have to do to have more kids. I'd have lots of more kids. I'm gonna have lots more kids. But if that's all I had to do, it'd be like, oh, sure, I'll have a kid right now. Like, give me a kid. But, labor was awful. But I was also induced, so I feel like that had a lot to do with it. And I had an epidural. And I also took other painkillers while I was there. I can't think of the name of them right now. But they make you loopy. Very loopy. Number 12. Have you ever been mom shamed? I was thinking about this, and for a while I was like, I don't think I have, but one time did come to mind. I was in a pizza parlor, and my daughter was 9 months at the time, and she really struggles with eating, but we do a little bit of baby-led weaning. I'm not an expert on the topic, but basically I was letting her chew, like, teeth. She really didn't have any teeth at the time. I think she was like 8 months old, something like that. She didn't really have any much teeth. She didn't actually like eating things besides just nursing and small bits of baby food, but I was letting her teeth on pizza crust. It was just hard pizza crust. She couldn't break any pieces off, and she wasn't even so much chewing on it, but just like playing with it. And because it was just the crust, a lady from across the pizza parlor thought that I had given her an entire slice of pizza and that she ate the entire slice of pizza. And I heard the lady go, "Oh my goodness, that woman let that little baby eat an entire slice of pizza." And I mean, I didn't react, didn't look at the lady, didn't care. But I do remember, like, being like a, oh, she's judging me feeling. But other than that, any other mom shaming it hasn't been to my knowledge that anyone has mom shamed me. I did get bump shamed. I was at an event for pregnant women, and I had a lot of women kind of saying things that were a little bit negative because they were farther along than me, and my bump was much smaller than theirs. And I don't remember, it's a long time ago, but I remember them saying something to me, I remember it hurting my feelings. But I mean, I don't know, it was my first baby, and I just did have a small bump till the end of my pregnancy, but every pregnant woman is shaped different, and that's totally fine, and you should never mom shame or bump shame. That's just mean. No need for bullying. Number 13. The biggest challenges you've faced since becoming a mom. I would say that in general, my experience of being a mom has been easy compared to a lot of people's, just because my daughter is just chill. I know that might not be so for my second child or my third child. Like, my future children could be crazy and just out there wild children. And as Amelia is getting older, there's things that are becoming more challenging because she's getting more hyper and getting more interested in things. But I will say that my biggest challenges, one, I did have a really hard time postpartum wise. I did not have postpartum depression, but I had really bad postpartum anxiety. I'm not an expert on it, but for about a month, I really struggled postpartum-wise, just being very anxious and assuming some crazy things. So I would say postpartum was pretty hard, but that was something that after like the first few months passed, I no longer really struggled with. Like, it just completely went away, and I just woke up one day and was like, oh, I'm back to normal. Life's great. Like, I no longer am assuming these crazy things and no longer feeling anxious like someone's watching me. And then I would say a big struggle would be remembering self-care, and that's something I've been struggling really bad with. But recently, I'm remembering again that I really need to take care of who I am and who I was before I became a mom. Because it's super easy to go, I'm mom, and forget, oh, I'm Kelly. I'm also Kelly. I was Kelly before I became mom. Now, I love being a mom. And I love that the identity of mom. I love that that is who I am, because, oh my God, I love my daughter so much. But I also love Kelly, and I need to remember to take care of her as well, and just be like, I'm Kelly sometimes, and I want to do my makeup, and I want to go out for the night, and that's okay, and not having like mom guilt for wanting those things. So I'd say that's a challenge. Number 14, the best bit of advice you've ever been given / the biggest bit of advice you'd give to a new mom. So the best advice that I have ever been given. This advice, the advice that comes to my mind isn't advice that I've had technically when it comes to being a mom, but it was advice that I was given to by my mom when I was much younger, and I remember her telling me that today is going to be the only day that you are the version of yourself that you are today, meaning that tomorrow you're going to be a new you, and there's just so much more to constantly learn about yourself, and you're constantly evolving as the person you are. And that's always really stuck with me, that some days I'm not the best version of myself, and tomorrow I have an opportunity to be such a better mom, like such a funner mom, more fun mom, such a happier person. And I always try to be those positive things, but some days you have blue and sad days, but tomorrow you have an awesome opportunity to be just so much more positive. And although that wasn't necessarily advice about being a mom, that's more advice about being an angsty teenager, my mom being like, hey, tomorrow you get to start over and be a whole new version of yourself. But that's the best and biggest advice that I was ever given. Best advice as a mom that I've ever been given, like specifically as far as being a mom, and I mean, I think I've been told this by multiple people, but that is just that don't let other people's opinion of your parenting affect you parenting. And my best advice, or my biggest piece of advice that I would give to any new mom, it would be that go with your instincts. Like, you know your baby, you know your body, you know your body when you're pregnant, you know your baby when your baby's born, you know them. And although it is always great to take in other people's advice and consider things that people say, but when it comes down to it, that's your baby. You know your baby, and you know what's best for your baby. And as long as whatever you're doing isn't harming them and is what is best for them, then do what you want to do. Take care of your baby. Keep your baby happy, healthy, loved. Just do what you know will accomplish those things. And last question, number 15. Who is your mom crush and who do you tag? So I'm not entirely sure, and neither was anyone else I've seen do this tag, what a mom crush is. Whether that is like someone you find attractive or a mom that you aspire to be. So a mom that I aspire to be, who I'm like, wow, they're an amazing mom. I want to be like them. Besides moms that I know in like my real life, because I could name a bunch of moms. I could name my own mom. Like, besides like people I know in my own life, I'm talking social media wise, the mom that I look at and I'm like, that's who I want to be as a mom, is a very big and famous YouTuber here on YouTube, and that would be the mom from our Gathering Nest. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Like, she's gold. She's gold YouTube-wise. She's gold mother-wise. Like, she is amazing, loving, kind, smart. But besides her, I could name an entire list of a bunch of YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, people on Instagram. But I mean, when it comes down to it, what you see on social media isn't necessarily what really their lives are like. But YouTube-wise, it would definitely be the mom from our Gathering Nest. Oh my god, I love her. And who do I tag? So when I was thinking about who I want to tag, 2 YouTubers came to mind. They're smaller channels. One that I just recently started I subscribed to today. Her name is Alicia Marie. I'll put her name on here just in case I'm pronouncing any of it wrong and just so you know who the name is. But I subscribed to her today and she seems really sweet and awesome and her baby is so cute. I will leave a link to her channel in the description, and I am totally going to butcher saying this name. I don't know. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to pronounce it, but I will also put it on the screen here. But it is Ohana. I've been subscribed to her for a while. She is awesome. They're awesome as a family. Like, just both great channels. I tag you guys. If you want to do this tag, I tag both of you guys to do it. And I will put both channels in the description below. And then I challenge anyone who's watching this video, if this looks like a tag that you want to do, I challenge you to do it. Go ahead. And, you know, go over to my channel, comment on my videos to watch your tag, and I will totally do it. Like, anyone who's watching this, I will totally watch your video and check out how you guys did the tag. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, thank you so much to Kelsey and Hadley for tagging me in doing this. This was super awesome, and I just feel thankful that I got tagged in this because this is my first video ever getting tagged to do, and it's just super exciting. It feels like, feels great feeling like a community that we're tagging each other, and just different moms and family channels supporting each other is awesome. And thank you guys, all of you guys, for following along on my journey of being a mama, being a wife, and just all this silly, crazy stuff that we want to do. We have so much awesome content coming in the future, a bunch of really exciting vlogs coming soon, a few super exciting unboxings we're going to do, and other sit-down videos. But if there's anything that you specifically want us to do, comment down below and let me know, because I want to be making the content that you guys want to be seeing. And if you guys would like a little sneak peek of things that we're doing, make sure to follow our Instagram, Our Bean Bunch. I will leave it down in the description. But yeah, just if you want to see what's coming soon or what's coming next sooner, make sure to follow, because I'm always kind of posting like, making this video. So make sure to follow that. And thank you guys so much. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like, turn on that notification bell, because I post every Monday and Wednesdays, and occasionally on Fridays, and occasionally just other days when I feel like it. But always Mondays and Wednesdays. So turn on that notification bell if you'd like to be notified the next video I post. Thank you guys so much for being part of Our Bean Bunch. I love every single one of you. And again, thank you for helping us get to 100 subscribers. Bye, guys.